Hi everyone, welcome back to my junk journal. Today I'm going to be using some collage sheet images in my junk journal. These are my own collage sheets. This is something that I have recently restarted over on my Patreon and I am incredibly excited and happy to be doing this again. I've honestly missed having my own artwork to use in here and also seeing other people using it and seeing the different ways that they use collage sheets in their journals and projects. I did have a page marked that I wanted to use and the journal's flopped, so I don't know where it's gone. Hang on. I think it's one of these ones. I know I want to do some journaling on this page, which is why I'm tempted to use one of these little pocket ones so I can put the journaling in here. I feel like with my junk journals, they're not primarily written journals. Like I don't tend to put a lot of writing in here. I try to make it a bit more obscure and not like the writing is the first thing you see. Obviously the colour theme for these is very different to these. The only tying in colour that there is the yellow. I'm going to use other bits and pieces from my various boxes of stuff. This is my ephemera box and in here is stuff. I have little boxes of stuff. These were little things that my mum gave me when she was sorting her stash of stuff out because she's also a crafter. I have little boxes of die cuts. I have loads of little bits and pieces down here. This has lots of phrases and stuff in. There's stuff and things everywhere. The main thing I'm going to be using is a collage sheet though. If you are interested in joining the Patreon and getting your hands on this sheet, I do a new one every single month. This is the first one of the year. I will be sharing sneak peeks of the February one in a few weeks time, so keep an eye out for that if you are on Patreon already. You can follow my Patreon for free, but you just don't get access to the actual content. But if you do want to keep up to date with the sneak peeks and have a look at what's going on over there, then you can follow it for free. So if you want to come and join us over there, I will have it linked in my description. And if you have any questions on it, then just let me know. I managed to print 2 of these. My laptop was saying it wasn't printing, so I cancelled it, reprinted it, went downstairs to find that it was working and it was almost finished. So I've got one which is very slightly cut off on the bottom and then I have one that is not cut off on the bottom. But it's not a bad thing because sometimes I do find when I'm using collage sheets that there are pieces on here that I want to use more of. So for example, if I was making a background using the clouds, there's only 2 on the sheet. But if I print more sheets, I have more clouds. So that is a really good perk of collage sheets. It's the fact you can print it as much as you like. So also if you cut something up and something goes wrong, you can just reprint it. I'm going to get started with this page and I will speak to you again at the end of the video. this is how my little page came together. I'm really enjoying having like the wonky pages in this journal and not having the same size pages to work on every single time. The change up is just really nice. So I definitely have to consider that when I have completed this journal and move on to another one. It's very me. I'm very much enjoying the weird oblong wonky shaped pocket, not pocket, and pretty pages. For this page I mainly wanted to have a space to put one of the prompts, because on the collage sheet you get 2 prompts as well. I wrote them out in my handwriting, but obviously you could write them out in your handwriting if you wanted to. But I obviously cut out the prompt and stuck it on here, and then I answered it here. I put it in the pocket because, like I said, I want this journal to be more just like pretty to flip through. I didn't want it to just be a whole page of writing. So that's where the little journaling piece fits in there, and that's part of the envelope page, so I didn't have to make an extra pocket or anything for that one. I've then collaged a load of the pieces I cut out and also put some of the pieces that I had in my ephemera stash. I really wanted to use these, but they didn't end up finding a space, which was annoying, but it's fine because I can use them next time. I used this instead. This is probably where I would have put them because the colours would have gone best on this page, but I ended up putting this little cutout. I don't actually remember where I got that from, but it's been in my stash for ages and now it's here. On this side I have the little flower, and then I've also got a piece of fabric with raindrops on, so I put the clouds on top of that. And in this one I stuck a little thing that says grateful. The prompt I was doing is about being grateful, and the whole theme of this sheet was counting your lucky stars and just a bit of gratitude, kind of a pause before we start thinking ahead for the year ahead. Because I feel like January there's lots of goal setting and starting new planners and getting your life in order and all of that sort of stuff, but I don't feel like there's enough taking time to appreciate the year that's just happened moments, because December's always full of Christmas. So the whole reason of this sheet and like the theme behind it was to give a bit of pause to appreciate last year before we get on to 2025. I dotted the stars and stuff around the page as well. I also had a really annoying glue stick moment. I realised that I've had this glue stick for so long that it's gone melty. It doesn't work, it's really bad. So I had to go and find this one, which is in my other journal bag, and this is one of the white glue sticks, whereas this one's clear and it just wasn't doing the thing. I was getting more sticky than the paper. Not a fan of that one. I do have Pritt sticks on the way. Pritt stick is my go-to. I will always recommend Pritt stick. It's not that expensive in comparison to other glue sticks, and it's just never really done me wrong. It's always worked really well for me. So I started sticking things down with a see-through one and they were just sliding all over the place, so I went back and stuck them down with the white one instead. But that's how my little page turned out. It was kind of like building a picture, and it's nice because I've got one of the little prompts documented in here. I think the other one I might do in my written journal where I don't have lots of creative stuff. I just feel like that one I have a little more to say about, so yeah, I'm gonna save that one for another journal. I really hope you enjoyed seeing how the pages came together. If you're already in the Creative Journal Club and you have these sheets and been using them, I'd love to see how you end up putting your pages together with them. If you share any photos or anything, feel free to tag me on Instagram. If you're not part of the Creative Journal Club and you want to be, again, like I said at the start, I'll have a link below to where you can find everything you need to know about it. But it's pretty much you join the tier that has the collage sheets and you have instant access to the collage sheet for this month. You just have to download it and print it off. And also something that I always tend to mention is, even though it's designed as A4, if you did want the designs printed smaller, you can obviously size it down and print it as big or small as you like. It's very much something you can play around with and make it fit whatever project you are working on. But yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video.